Hello guys, sir is traveling, so there's a slight delay. He'll be joining us soon.
Hello everyone. Genuinely sorry for the delay. Sir will be here by 8:30. Thank you all for your patience.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Hello,
Hello, sir.
sir. We are doing good.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm perfectly fine. How are you guys, Soumya? How are you, Som? And how's everyone else? How's everyone doing at Bispilani?
So I'm pretty sure everyone is excited to see you.
Great. So, I'm also very excited. So we can start doing this now, man.
Good evening, everyone. I am Shubham,
And I am Som.
and we will be your hosts for the evening. From building Minerva Academy into India's one of the most successful grassroots football institutions to guiding Minerva Punjab to I-League title in 2017, Ranjit Bajaj has spent years challenging conventional ideas about how Indian football should be developed.
Minerva Academy has once again taken Indian youth football onto the international stage. After winning the prestigious Helsinki Cup in Finland, Minerva continued its European campaign by lifting the Gothia Cup 2026 in Sweden.
He has openly challenged the structures governing Indian football, questioned the sustainability of existing pathways for young players, and continued to push a grassroots first approach. His current vision extends all the way to India's dream of reaching the 2034 FIFA World Cup. Ranjit sir, it's an absolute honor to have you with us today. With your permission, we would love to begin with this talk about your journey.
Please go ahead. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm really looking forward to this.
So, before you became an academy builder, owner, and football administrator, you were a footballer yourself. You represented Chandigarh at national competitions, played the Santosh Trophy, and represented India at the under 19 level. How did your own experiences as a young footballer shape the way you eventually decided to develop footballers yourself?
That's a very pertinent question because, see, I gave up football because there was no platform, not because I wasn't good. So the only club which was available was JCT in North India. When I say North India, it means Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, even Jharkhand, Odisha, Bihar, and then you go into obviously the real North India, which is Uttarakhand, Delhi, Chandigarh, Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, Jammu, Kashmir. There was not even one club in 2000 when I've just played for under 19 India. And if I had to join, I would have had to go either to Calcutta or to Mumbai or to Goa. So that's why. So for every 100 kids at that age, at 18, you think your parents are going to allow you to go and take a chance like that somewhere else? No. So out of 100, only one goes. That's why 99 finished. And that's why then we have to go and study or go and do a job or go and make a career because we couldn't. If suppose there was a club right there and that parents would have had a problem, कि यहीं जा रहा है. And suppose he had done well there in the club, he would have played Aage and he would have made it to India. And the parents wouldn't have had a problem because he didn't take any risk. See, Indian parents are very, very wary of risk. That कि, oh my God, risk नहीं लेना, everything safe. पहले तो जब हमारी जनरेशन होती थी तो सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट की नौकरी चाहिए. सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट की. क्यों? गवर्नमेंट की नौकरी सेफ है, अगर निकाल नहीं देगा. इतनी इनको सेफ्टी की प्रॉब्लम थी. Then my generation after that started okay saying that fine, we want you to do it, but ठीक है, follow your dreams, but only till 18. उसके बाद चुप करके इंजीनियर डॉक्टर बन जाना, बकवास ना करो साले. So following your dream was only till that time. You could follow your dreams till 18. And now this generation, you guys, you will make your kids do whatever they want to do. Why? Because you guys can afford it. See, it's not your parents' fault. It's also not my parents' fault or the ones before that. It's because they have been brought up by a generation who think something is right for their kids. And they are right because the first thing they want them to do is succeed in life. So उनके लिए sports में success था ही नहीं कभी. Because Indians were never doing it in sports. Because हमारा पहला क्या था? पहला हमारा था like you all read psychology. So हमारे primal needs होते हैं भूख, that means food and shelter and clothes. हमारे पास वो ही नहीं था. So the first priority was that. So that's why it was a government job. कि हर महीने हमारे को सैलरी मिले उससे हम खाना डाल सकें. फिर उसकी जो अगली जनरेशन थी उन्होंने कहा कि हमने पढ़ाना है बच्चों को because we want them to do something which we couldn't. So even if your parents were really poor, they made sure you had an education so that you got a job. So when that happened, then the next generation was little bit aiming higher. Now we are world number bloody 3, man, in the economy. So we aim for the world's best. So this generation wants to be world number 1. Simple as that. And that's why we think big. And it's not the fault of the previous generations, but that's how generations grow up. So you are lucky enough to be that generation who are going to be representing India and making us world number 1. And you better get us there, guys. मैं तो बोलता हूँ फुटबॉल वर्ल्ड कप पहुंचाओगे तुमने साले नंबर 3 से नंबर 1 पे पहुंचाना है हमारे को.
सर आपके बातें सुन के लगता है कि आपने सिस्टम को बाहर से नहीं खुद सिस्टम का पार्ट बन के एक्सपीरियंस किया है. तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है, बिफोर मिनर्वा आज जो भी है, देयर वाज सिंपली रंजीत बजाज विद एन आइडिया एंड अ बिलीव कि इंडियन फुटबॉल इज समथिंग डिफरेंट. When you look back at the earliest days, what did you see the others did not see?
Why? What is the most dangerous person? The most dangerous person is a villa with an idea. A villa in Punjab doesn't have anything to do, but he has an idea. Okay, so that is that is somebody who can actually follow his dream. Because see, all of us have dreams, but we are stopped by a lot of things which happen to us in life. So I was in the corporate world, okay, and at the age, so by the age of 32, I was in a very high position, and but in every single company, I thought the next company is better because this cannot be what I've worked all my life for. And then went to the next company, it was even worse, and then it was next, and money was even better because see, what I was taught was uh, growing up with the armed forces that loyalty is everything. And in the corporate world, loyalty is nothing. मतलब कि तुम्हारे को कोई 10 लाख रुपए ज्यादा दे आके तुम उस कंपनी में चले जाते हो. तो मतलब that is, and that's how you move up actually. So it was everything, every decision you take has to be based on money or profit. Every decision has to be based on that. So that was very anti what I grew up with. And even though I earned crores, I was never happy. I was probably the unhappiest person there because there was no time to spend the crores and you just blowing it up. And it's ये नहीं कि you can save them. You're still blowing it up because तुम इतने कमा रहे हो हम तो कमा ही जाएंगे. And it doesn't matter. You think that all of you think, oh my God, one day I'm going to have an income of 1 lakh. That's never going to be enough. If you're going to have an income of 10 lakhs, it's not going to be enough. Okay. Trust me, जब अंबानीज वर ग्रोइंग अप उनके भी लिमिट्स थी, चाहे उनकी लिमिट थी कि तेरे 100 करोड़ की लिमिट है, उससे ज्यादा पॉकेट बनी नहीं है पर उसकी लिमिट भी लगाई हुई थी, बिकॉज अदरवाइज यू कैन जस्ट बॉट like 10 watches and 100 crores finish. So there is no limit. You have to be happy when you wake up in the morning and think, oh my God, am I following my dream? See, because I came to know when I die, I'm never going to think when I'm dying on the deathbed, because okay, when you're old, at least when you're old, when you die, ठीक है, मतलब बस मुझसे structure हो जाए, then you can't think of anything, then your life doesn't flash before you, something else goes up from somewhere else and flashes right in front of your eyes. but but when you're doing this, so if you don't think ever, okay, I've got 50 crores in my account, you think मैंने लिवरपूल को 6-0 ठोका है, and then you get a smile on your face and you die happy, man. So you have moments, okay? You want to have moments in your life. And when you're dying or when you're thinking about life, you always think about moments. You don't think about money ever. So I want to have a moment where the Indian national anthem is playing and we are at the World Cup. And then in 2036, just 2 years after that, another moment where the Indian national anthem is playing and we are fucking at the gold medal in football. And who कहते हैं कैसे करना है? देखो, I'll tell you. I'm going to make it happen. Now, there are two ways it's going to happen. Both the things are going to happen. How is it going to happen? One way will be Ranjit sir will be without any hair. मैं गंजा हो जाऊंगा because I would have not got support till then. But I'll still, because ganja ho jaunga, I'll still make it happen. And one way you'll see Ranjit sir with still this head of hair if I get support. So either I'll lose my hair and I'll do it, or I'll do it stress free. But I'll fucking do it. It's gonna happen. It has to happen. It's gonna happen. I guarantee it. तो अब ये कहाँ से आया? It's not, see, there's something known as a plan and there's something known as a wish. Big difference. We all wish for India to be in the World Cup. Nobody plans for it. What is a plan? Plan is accountable, not subjective, okay? Objective, accountable, and verifiable and tickable goals. So if I have to, suppose, say 2036 gold, then I need to know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow if I have to get there. And accountable and tickable goals, working your way back from 2036 all the way till tomorrow, every single day. So why am I so cocky? Because I'm 18 months ahead of my fucking plan, where I need to be for the gold medal in the Olympics. Because I didn't know कि मैं इतनी बुरी तरह ठोकूंगा सालों को जाके.
So जैसा आपने बोला, हमने लिवरपूल को 6-0 हराया, and that was because of a young generation. What made you believe that investing in young players at grassroots level could really prove very right for the Indian football team or Indian football?
The belief you guys have. I don't have to see, motivation only takes you so far. I'll give you an example. Suppose I take the current Indian senior team and we are playing a match against Liverpool, and I go and give them a speech. ठोकना है, ठोकना है. वो बोलेंगे भाई जो पागल हो गया साले तू, ठोकना नहीं, ठुकना नहीं है. That's the reaction. Then I told this generation, these boys, ठोकना है, आगे से क्या, हाँ ठोकना है, मार देना है, जान को छोड़ना नहीं सालों को. Why? Because they believed. They believed because they knew that training was so good. And they believed because they were training so hard for so long. And they proved it to themselves because they beat so many teams along the way. So it was not a fluke we did it. And I knew that we were going to do it. Imagine, and that was a live speech, by the way, on a thing. So imagine मैं वो बोल रहा हूँ, हमने ठोकना है, और वहां पे हम ठुक के आ जाते, तो लोग बोलते साला क्या बकवास कर रहा है. Look at him. Imagine I was so confident. So it was not that it was a fluke. I was confident before the match that we were going to smash them. I know, okay. I knew that we were going to smash them 4, 5, 6. But 4 तो मुझे पता था हम मारेंगे इनको. That's why I said put my stamp on Liverpool, India's stamp on Liverpool. So it was not going to be a result for them. So now the thing is that who are the people, unfortunately, who didn't believe us Indians? Who are the people who were saying, wow, kudos, well done, oh my God. The Liverpool fan page, the Liverpool Academy page, the Liverpool main pages, they were, singing praises of us. But actually, one of the pages even said that, yes, oh my God, this generation is going to do very well for India. But We have a lot of retrospection to do. What has Liverpool become like? Oh my God! Now we've lost Jurgen Klopp, and now they're losing to an Indian team. मतलब कि ऐसे था कि Indian team. Because see, it's like a Swedish team coming to India in a cricket World Cup, Junior Cricket World Cup, and thrashing India, and then thrashing Australia, and then thrashing England, Sweden team, or a Finland team, cricket team. So it was that improbable. And be- but it was not improbable for us because we are trained that way. And that's what I keep on saying, that if you believe in yourself and you dedicate yourself fully to that goal, doesn't matter how audacious that goal is, you will make it. You might even miss the goal, but your goal is so fucking high, you'll be somewhere near. Where if you go for the sun, you miss the sun, you'll be in the stars. You aim for the top of the tree, you miss that, कहाँ पे होगे? पेड़ पे टंगे होगे.
So, talking about motivation and confidence, building a football academy in India is not exactly the conventional path to success. There must have been moments when the financial pressure, uncertainty, criticism, and sheer workload made you question whether it was worth continuing. Was there ever a point where you genuinely thought of walking away from Minerva?
Okay, very good question, and whoever got the question for you. So, number one, workload. Let's come to that first. See, guys, and this is not only for me, this is for all you kids. Workload की जहाँ बात आती है ना, if you get into something which you love, then how the fuck is it work? It's love load, and there's nothing known as love load. So I work 18, 20 hours a day, even now, and I probably sleep 4 hours, 5 hours, not more than that, and I'm loving it. Why? Because I'll get up in the morning, and when I go there, I love it. When I go there in the afternoon, I love it. In the evening, I love it. So if something is not workload. Now, coming to other part, that financial troubles हमेशा से रही हैं, रहेंगी. No one opens a football club for making a profit. क्यों profit कमाना क्या करे? Football club खोलते हैं. Is the worst idea ever. But football academy तो is even worse than a football club. Is the worst thing ever because there's no chance you can make any money, especially in a country like India where they've never even heard of a football academy when I opened it. Residential academy, I'm talking about. Now, it was the first 5 years. See, I've not become this mufat overnight. I was always like that from birth and even 10 years ago. So, the first 5 years, I was the only one speaking out against everything they were doing. And they could not fathom it. Who's this guy coming new and talking against us? So this is the Praful Patel time. And when Praful Patel used to be the president. And he banned me. He got me banned. The federation banned me for being racist, for being a racist comment. Racist comment kya Northeast ke against. And that is, and people were laughing at them because it's not like saying, oh my God, I have one black friend. Okay. My entire academy is Northeast. 90 वही तो मेरे को पंजाब वाले बोलते हैं साले तू पंजाब के नहीं लगता you racist towards Punjabis. And yeah, you can come and see. There's everybody's Northeast. So that nobody believed. But because the people who didn't know football or anything, they had this, oh my God, he's racist. Or then they banned me because I, can you believe, I played the national anthem and I refused to listen to them. They banned me for 2 years. Why? Because I didn't listen to the match commissioner and the match was delayed by 15 seconds. Even though I told them before that I'm not going to play without national anthem, I'm going to play it. If everyone is allowed to do it, why can't I? Matlab, the Indian Super League is allowed. How can they be more patriotic than us? Everybody has a right to play it. So they were using every little thing to do it. And that was a time when I was going to court again and again. In fact, with Praful Patel, overstayed his elections by 4 years. It was my petition in the Supreme Court which got him out. And that's why they hate me from the very beginning. And the earlier Secretary General Kushal Das, I got him fired because he was molesting one of his own employees. So that came out, and I'm the one who brought that out. I'm the one who brought out about the Indian Super League being owned by a private company. And I'm the one who's had a problem with that. And I'm the one who filed a case against that. Why? Because it should be see, football is about merit. It should never be about who's richer. If the games become about who's richer, then it should be not Olympic games, it should be rich games. And Mr. Adani, Mr. Ambani, Jeff Bezos, they should just come and participate. Simple. Because football is beautiful game. Why? Because on any day, a small team like Leicester can go and win the Premier League. Okay. In India, Minerva can go and do it. Or Iceball can go and do it. And these love stories only happen because it's big against small. And football is a great leveler. It's only about merit. It's got nothing to do with how rich and poor you are. And that's what they took away. So in English Premier League, what do you have? You have buying and selling clubs. अगर तुम्हारे पास गरीब क्लब नहीं होंगे जो प्लेयर को प्रोड्यूस करके बेचते हैं तो फिर प्रोड्यूस कौन करेगा बिकॉज सारे बिलियनियर्स तो सिर्फ दे वांट टू बाय प्लेयर्स सो मैन सिटी इज नॉट इवन इफ दे प्रोड्यूस अ प्लेयर इज गुड इनफ or Arsenal produce a player from the academy good enough, but even if they don't they can just go buy anyone they want. That's not the option with the small clubs. They have to produce their own players, thereby making the supply chain. In India, all the top clubs were owned by Mr. Ambani's friends who were billionaires. Simple. And the only way to get into that league was to give $2 million to FSDL Reliance. Even if I'm the best club in India, I can't go there because I don't have the money. Even if I'm the worst club in India, I can play there as long as I have 2 million to give to a private entity. Now, what the problem with that is? Problem not being professional. Like पहले लोगों को पता नहीं है ललित मोदी जी आए उन्होंने बोला हाँ मैंने आईपीएल शुरू की और उसने कोई आईपीएल शुरू नहीं की ये सुभाष चंद्रा ने शुरू की थी आईसीएल which was Indian Cricket League and it was before the IPL. And what he did was he got even Kapil Dev was the head. All the cricketers took part. International cricketers. What did BCCI do? They banned them all. Because why? They were right. Because suppose ICL had become huge like IPL, which it was going to become big. All the money which Subhash Chandra would have got or ZT would have got, would he have taken it away or would he have put it back into Indian cricket? He had taken it away. It was a private company. So one day when Indian football will become big, you think they will take it away or they will invest it back into Indian football? That's what I mean. And that is why the national team didn't matter. And that is why we had 140. People don't realize it. That every time we, like for example, the Asian Cup is how you qualify for the World Cup. And that shows how deeply your country wants it. So हमारे जो jokers बैठे जो federation में बैठे हुए हैं तो they have no power at all because the clubs, because FSDL was there, released the players one day before the match. Mr. Kalyan Chaubey told the whole world, I'm going to get them a private jet, but वो तो कुछ हुआ नहीं. 4 अलग-अलग planes पे गए वो booking करा के 4 बंदे मैच के बाद पहुंचे. We had 14 people on the fucking bench, man. Sunil Chetri and Sandesh Jingan were reaching in the morning at 2 a.m. At 4 a.m., 11 a.m. was the match. 4 a.m. they were having sandwiches at 7-Eleven because they had nothing to eat. This is our preparation. Now let's go to Saudi Arabia's preparation. Saudi Arabia कैसी है? उनके वहां पे कौन खेलता है? रोनाल्डो खेलता है, बेंजीमा खेलता है, मतलब the best players who are getting hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars a year. What did they do? They said, all of you go on a holiday for 1 month. We'll pay you the salaries. Why? Because the Saudi Arabian team has to have 1 month to prepare for the Asian Cup. All you fuckers are here because we want to make a nation better, not the other way around, make you better. So you will go on a leave, we will prepare because if we are in the top 4 in the Asian Cup, only then we'll qualify for the World Cup, which is the whole point of getting you idiots here. And that is never the thing here in India. The nation never comes first. हमारे clubs मना कर देते हैं. क्या कहते हैं कि इनको इंजरी हो जाएगी मेरे प्लेयर्स को. ओ माय गॉड, इंजरी हो जाएगी मतलब कि अगर तुम विराट कोहली बोल दे कि मैं इंडिया के लिए नहीं खेल रहा बिकॉज आरसीबी ने बोला है मेरे को इंजरी हो जाएगी, वो जला देंगे आप आरसीबी को और एनी अदर क्लब. I mean, how can you do that? How can a club be more important than your country? And this is where the federation needs to step in, and they don't have guts. So, see, it was never nation first. It was always money first. And that's why we were getting screwed. So, point was, what is AIFF? AIFF is the collection of all the states. Okay? तो अगर सारे states में सारे चोर हैं, तो फिर ऊपर भी चोर ही है. तो पहले सफाई हमारे को states में करनी है. But problem क्या है इंडिया में? And this is a historical problem because the constitution of India says that sports is an autonomous subject for the state. They can decide the rules. And that's what this loophole they were using for the last 70 years for taking money from the center and from the federations, but not even giving an audit. And they're not even working. For example, Uttar Pradesh, which has not even produced one player other than Akash Mishra. And that guy is my friend. He's gone to Germany in an academy there. That's why he's come back and made it. तो खून में तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी ना आकाश मिश्रा के या इंडियंस के. वो सारा बाहर जाके वापिस आके ही कैन गो स्ट्रेट इनटू द इंडियन टीम. उत्तर प्रदेश में क्यों नहीं होता? क्योंकि लीग ही नहीं है वहां पे. कितने साल से लीग नहीं है? कभी नहीं हुई लीग वहां पे. 32 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन है उत्तर. क्या फिर तुम वेन भी से ना 150 crores gone produce a nation. टट्टू 150 crores. 150 crores नहीं है. 790 districts में से 85% of our minutes come from only 23 districts of India. 23 out of 790. That means 4% of our district supplies 85% of our minutes. So it's not Punjab, it's Malpur, or not even a district, sub-district of Punjab, Malpur, Hoshiarpur ka sub-district. It's not Bengal, it's Calcutta. It's not Maharashtra, it's Greater Mumbai. It's not even Kolhapur and Pune. There are bloody players galore there, man. वहां पे मर रहे हैं, जाता ही नहीं कोई वहां पे. Do you know we have a tribe in, we're talking about our genes? We've got Africans in our genes, man. We've got a tribe in the Siddhi community in Karnataka and in Odisha who are bloody, they've got the genes. Oh my God, why don't we go? Because they are too far off from the capital. तो हम क्या जाते हैं? हम सिर्फ कैपिटल सिटी में जाते हैं. कैपिटल सिटी में अगर टैलेंट है ना भाई, वो कहीं ना कहीं मिल जाएगा, बिकॉज कोई ना कोई ढूंढ लेगा अकेडमी उसको. जो टैलेंट मर रहा है ना is going to the far off villages where the Ronaldos and Messis have already been born and they are died. Now, what do I mean by that? Everybody goes and does trials in this capital. Now imagine there's a guy who lives 7 hours away from the capital, or 8 hours, and the trial is for a 9-year-old, 8-year-old kid. पहले उसको एक दिन अपनी छुट्टी लेनी पड़ेगी काम से, उसके 1000 रुपए दिन के दिहाड़ी के गए. फिर उसको लेके जाना पड़ेगा बच्चे को और वापस लेके आना पड़ेगा, प्लस खाना खिलाना पड़ेगा, 1000 रुपए और गए, तो 2000 रुपए का लॉस. एंड वहां पे ट्रायल फीस लेते हैं सारे क्लब्स, 500 रुपए और गए, 2500 रुपए का लॉस. एंड यू थिंक एट 8 a father knows that your son will be Messi? For a father, an 8-year-old is साला तंग करते रहता है, is not filled asshole. I don't want you troubling me all the time. That's all he's thinking. He doesn't know he's going to be the next Messi. So which father will take that risk, going all the way there and taking the risk and coming back? Nobody. Now, if the trial is right there next to his house, will he send him? Yeah, why not? Because nothing to lose, everything to gain. Here, lot to lose, man. 2 दिन का खाना मेरा, lot to lose for this kind of a risk. So, see, like I told you, our parents never wanted to take risks. This is that generation. The ones who go, ones who are still fighting for just bhook and khana and shelter. That's it. So when these kids make it, they have hunger and desire. इनकी भूख होती है भाई, because it's not for them. Suppose a family sends one of their boys there, जो उसके दो है ना other siblings, they have to give up all their dreams and they have to work because one of them is gone there. And if this guy makes it, the entire family makes it and those 2 siblings make it. So that's the kind of hunger and hope.
सर हम सबने देखा हाउ मिनर्वा एफसी प्लेड अगेंस्ट द टॉप यूरोपियन एंड साउथ अमेरिकन एकेडमीज. तो ऐसा क्या चेंज में आप ऑब्जर्व करते हो? इज इट दैट टैक्टिकल एबिलिटी और टेक्निकल एबिलिटी, और वो या फिर वो बिलीफ दैट या वी स्टैंड एट दैट टॉप लेवल ऑफ द वर्ल्ड?
See, bhai, it cannot be tactical and it cannot be belief. Why? Because motivation only carries you this far. The day you have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every single day and it's minus 20 outside or minus 5 outside, no motivation works. That's where discipline comes in. So forget about that. It can't be tactical because if I put Pep Guardiola in charge of the current Indian senior team, even he can't make them win. Okay, so it's got nothing to do with tactical. So what is it? It's pure hard ass training, man. The more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in war. And we just sweat in matches. We never bleed. We make the other team bleed. So what we have done is we've created a machine. See, why am I so cocky and confident? because my processes are world class. If my processes are world class, my results will be world class and consistent. Processes are there, my results will always be up there. That's the whole point of taking these kids out and taking them to the best tournaments in the world, just जहाँ पे legends खेलते थे जब उनकी उम्र के होते थे. Because when where Xavi Alonso used to play, or Ibrahimovic used to play, or Pirlo, or Alan Shearer, or Haaland, or probably all the ones you've seen in the World Cup, वहां पे जाके खेलना है. और जो आजकल के legends हैं वो अपने बच्चों को कहाँ भेजते हैं? Same tournaments like Gothia Cup. So Arteta's two children were there last year. Rooney's son Kai Rooney was playing there. So that, if you go and every year test yourself against the best, you'll see where how far back or aage you are, and then you tweak yourself to make your show you better, to catch up. So we have seen where we are now. We need to keep this momentum up. So see, why are we? Why am I so saying? अगर हम um, इन लड़कों ने स्पेन में हर रोज जाके, हर साल जाके बड़ी टीमों को हराया है, या जर्मनी में जाके हराया है, ये करा है, तो जब वो अंडर 16 में जाके या अंडर 18 में जाके पहली बार जर्मनी से खेलेंगे, स्पेन से खेलेंगे, इट विल नॉट बी ओ माय गॉड, ये तो ओ माय गॉड वी प्लेइंग स्पेन, ओह या वी आर प्लेइंग स्पेन, बीटन देम सो मेनी टाइम्स, सो व्हाट. ये डिफरेंट एटीट्यूड ऑल टुगेदर. नाउ why haven't we beaten Liverpool before? How many Indian teams have played Liverpool before? Zero. अगर हमारी 100 खेलती तो 20 तभी भी हरा देती. इसमें क्या है यार? हम खेलेंगे तभी तो हराएंगे. हमारे को जगह ही नहीं, प्लेटफॉर्म ही नहीं मिलता है इंडियंस को. Nobody did what I did. So if somebody had done what I had done, even they would have been successful, because it's all about training. Is if you train them properly, if you make sure. So I'll give you the example of the depths we go to. That when I was telling them, now I should be the coach. Why? Because 8 and 8 is very specialist thing. We've got जो diabetes में use करते हैं sensors for glucose. All my boys are wearing that. I have an iPad where I'm able to see their blood glucose live. So when they come out for the 2 minutes break, they've got that kind of energy gel which is required for that, to get them up to the same glucose level. Because I don't want to give them a spike, because spike के साथ नीचे आता है. That's how deep I am. Then we do their within the, when the match is going on, their lactic acid is checked from their blood. That gives me the actual lactic acid in their blood. That means, are they getting tired or not? Not by looking at them, by actually testing them in the blood right there. गोरे वो देख के पागल हो गए थे, but they didn't even know what we did when we were here. The kind of, we don't do prehab, we do rehab. We don't do rehab, we do prehab. Prehab means we can predict your injuries. We do your gait analysis, and we come to know exactly where your muscle percentages are. That means where your weaknesses are. So suppose everyone is always one side stronger than the other. You'll always get injuries on the strong side, never on the weak side, because the strong side is compensating for the weak side always. If you let that happen, then no matter what you do, you'll always be injured, and you'll always be a home of injuries. So when we go to the gym, all of us go to the gym, we keep on doing whatever weights we do is always equal. Like हम chest लगाएंगे, bicep लगाएंगे, उसका भी अगर 10 का करेंगे, ये भी 10 ना. Stronger वाले को lighter weight देना है. जो हमारा left, suppose you're a weaker is the left one, you give it a heavier weight because you need to bring it up to this level. It's weaker than this side. If the balance is not there, and that's the first thing they do, then they do a blood profile test where I come to know what are the markers for if any disease is going to happen later. So we start putting them right now. Then we do their we have a total department of cognitive training and neuro training, neurovision training. And the most important thing, and no one in the world is doing it. We're the first ones in the world doing it. So neuro training means training your eyes. Eye is a muscle, man. The most important thing in football or any sport is eyes. And we never train it because they can be trained for fast reaction. It depends on how fast you're able to focus on something and catch the thing. So why can't you train it? Same thing with your brain, your decision-making speed and your reaction speed under pressure, not just like that. So because we are an Armed Forces Academy, I use the CPSS, which is the Computerized Pilot Selection System, or the PABT, which is the Pilot Aptitude Battery Test, which is done for pilots. And it's only given once for fighter pilots in their life. They can't do it. If they fail, they're never allowed it again. And we do that with our 10, 11-year-olds. So they have actually a joystick and pedals and made to sit in a cockpit, and they've got different stimulus coming in and it's supposed to perform there. Then you've got lasers which check their decision making and their reaction speeds. And the kind of training we are giving from starting from the age of 10 onwards is not done with any club. So we do training twice a day in 6 days a week. So we do 30 hours a week. The Goras do 12 hours a week. We do 30 hours a week. So what they do in 1 month, we do in 1 week. That is why my boys are going and dominating. It's not by chance. Okay. It's not by luck. It's by actual proper planning and training. Because I knew that Indians now, if you have to go and do it in such a short time, because मैंने अपनी lifetime में participate नहीं करना. I hate participation certificates. Okay. मेरा काम है जीतना. So if I have to win, then I have to start dominating, man. Not just winning, dominating by this much. Why? Because you'll have biases of Salah Goras who will be trying to tell you all the time you're not good enough. And just because of that, there is a guy who's got subjective views. Just because he thinks we are not good enough, he'll give decisions against us. Doesn't matter. देने दे साले को. एक गोल ले लेगा, दो गोल. मैं तो 6 ठोकूंगा, कितने मारेगा ऑफ साइड में. तो वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ. Everything has to be taken care of. You say there are two things in life: results and reasons. And reasons don't fucking count. Only results do. No one's going to ask you why you lost. Was it because of a racist referee or this or that or conditions? When we were playing there, these kids had never played in. It's bloody 5 degrees, man. Or we had gone from 45 degrees to 5 degrees, and they were playing in front of a stadium with 5,000 goras. Second stadium was full of Indians. The first stadium, the first final we played, the first time they played in the final. The first time they played on turf, man. They never played on turf before. Because in our place, North India, and especially Minerva, we don't believe that we want to have as many grass pitches as possible because international matches happen on grass pitches. Now, when we are preparing so well, why do you think I'm so fucking cocky that I'm going to do it? I'm going to do it. And you guys should be very, very happy. Why? Because your generation is going to enjoy it.
So I'm pretty sure ऐसी ट्रेनिंग के बाद ऐसी इंटरेस्टिंग ट्रेनिंग के बाद the next generation will not just win, it will dominate on the world stage for multiple years.
Consistently, yes.
Yes. So suppose we meet again in 2034 and India has qualified for the World Cup. So तब से लेके आज तक हमें ऐसा क्या करना पड़ेगा for us to say yes, we finally did it the right way?
Stop asking this question after every World Cup. When are we going to qualify? After every 4 years. Ask this fucking question every single day. Why aren't we qualifying? Why aren't we qualifying? Why? Don't ask after every 4 years. Ask it every day. This generation has the power to make changes because now you guys know you have the power, man. You've seen it happen. So you guys every single day should be asking this question. कि साले क्या है क्या है ये? See, I'll tell you, government कब act करेगी? Government तब act करेगी जब उनको पता है कि हमारा वोट बैंक है. क्रिकेट उनका वोट बैंक है, इसीलिए they control it. Okay, not only at the top, not only the ICC with Jay Shah, but even at all the bottom level, even the state federations. Because there's money there and there's votes there in the people's game. They don't realize that we have FIFA's declared as the second largest market for football, and not only on Instagram, as number of fans of football in the world. Second largest market. And by the way, guys, we are second largest market when we suck. Imagine that. Imagine when we suck, we are the second largest market. Imagine if we become good at it. We're going to rule over FIFA the way India rules over ICC. Why? Because do you know how many Indians went to this World Cup? 100,000. Do you know how many Indians went to the last World Cup? 800,000. And do you understand? And India was not even in the World Cup. Oh, hey, guys, quiet. Sorry, my dogs. India was not even in the World Cup. And there was some guy from 100 kilometers from here who went to New Zealand and his son was born there. And he said, okay, fine. Ki karna tu? I want to play football. He said, are you mad? You've come to New Zealand. This is not a football country. Go play cricket. You're an Indian. Or, you want to do something physical? Go play rugby. So rugby and cricket are the two sports there. Non-footballing playing country. Okay? He goes to the under-15 New Zealand team, under-17 New Zealand team, plays for the World Cup in the under-17, then plays in the under-20 World Cup and gets signed for Bayern Munich. And his name is Saprit Singh. And he's played in the main World Cup this time for New Zealand. और पीछे लिखा है number 10 और पीछे लिखा है सिंह. तो इससे प्रूफ हो गया कि हमारे खून में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Same way a boy from Kerala his father went to Qatar and he was working there. Aspire Academy saw him, picked him up. And he got into the Qatar national team at the age of 18 and 19 and they played the World Cup. Again, हमारे खून में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. फिर क्यों नहीं बन रहे? So some one off guy goes from here to some non-footballing playing country, non-footballing here, Qatar and New Zealand, and they get to the World Cup. And what is India's great plan? Oh, let's get PIOs. तो मतलब जो इंडिया में सारे फुटबॉलर हैं उनको तो तुम बोल दो कि तुम खेलना ही बंद कर दो. So basically, you've shown yourself that you are so incompetent as a federation that you can't produce players. And then foreign federations are doing better because some Indian who's just gone and joined there, even he's become better than your best Indians. So that just shows that they have no confidence in themselves also. The only people who should be making the Indian team is the ones who are good enough. Simple as that. So if that guy who's going to come from abroad, he's willing to give up his citizenship of the UK or US, they're going to allow dual pass. I don't allow that. I don't want that. Why? I'll tell you why. Because tomorrow he's going to retire. You think he's going to spend the rest of his life in India? No, he's going to go back. So all the money he's earned from here, he's going to take back to that foreign country. And he's going to produce more. What, Indians or foreigners? Foreigners. That money should stay here, man. The same way when I say this Brazil match which is happening, these fuckers have given them 70. I thought they're going to get money. They've given them 70 crores. And they have how much in their bank account? They had 1.25 crores in their account. And they took a loan. And they gave it. And they cancelled matches in SAF and in Asian Cup. Why? Because you want to get smashed against Brazil? You think you will? What do you think is going to happen? अब आज if I call up संदेश जिंगन और अनवर अली बोथ को मैंने फोन किया. मैं उनको बोला कि तुम्हारे को रात को नींद आती है? तुम्हें पता तुम्हारे साथ क्या होने वाला है? विनीशियस जूनियर तुम्हारे साथ क्या करने लगा? Do you understand what's going to happen to you? कहता पाजी यार ना बोलो यार पहली बहुत टेंशन. Why? Because see, why would you put your own team like this, man? You're sending your own children to slaughter. What do you think is going to happen? तुम साले बांग्लादेश से जीत नहीं सकते हो. ब्राजील से मैच लगा लिया तुमने. Come on, man. And we need to see, what are we trying to show our future generations and kids? Do we want them to have hopes and dreams or do you want to kill them that day? Because that's what's going to happen, man. If a kid is watching this and he sees his nation lose 7-8-0, and that I'm trying to be kind, hopefully it's just 7-8 and single figures. If they lose 7-8-0, do you really think he'll want to take up football? And there he'll see Neeraj Chopra going and winning the gold. And there he'll see our the cricketers going and being world champions, or badminton being world number one, Chirag and Satvik. Or you have, in Gurvinder Singh making 10 seconds on the 100 meters. He'll want to go do that. Nowadays, this generation wants to be the world's best, man. They want to be world number one. Why do you think? So out of 350 million fans, how many Indian football fans are there? 35 million. बाकी क्या है? European football fans. You ask me, Mohan Bagan, East Bengal playing, Barcelona, Real Madrid playing. What will I watch? I've got 11 boys in both the teams who've been produced by me, 5 and 6. What will I watch? Any day. Why? Because I can learn much more from this match than that match. So, why do Indians follow these clubs? Because they follow Virat Kohli, because they follow Tendulkar, and they follow Dhoni, because they're the world's best. They follow Neeraj Chopra. They don't go follow Naeem Khan of Pakistan. They follow Neeraj Chopra. So if you're the world's best, your Indians will be your fans. If you suck, then Indians will not watch you, man. They've got better things to do than watch other people world champions. And unfortunately, it's not because of the players. Problem is because of this. Now, I'll tell you another thing. Suppose you go one day before, क्या होता है? As you know, suppose Jose Mourinho is going to play Park the Bus. Simeone is going to play counter-attack football. Okay. Then Pep is going to play high pressing. Jurgen Klopp is going to play counter pressing. तो हमारे यहाँ पे भी लीग्स में यही चल रहा होता है. फिर तुम सारों को बुलाते हो एक दिन पहले. ठीक है, उनको बोलते हो अब तुम सारे जो साल से खेल रहे हो ना भूल जाओ और तुमने अब ये सिस्टम खेलना है कल. कैसे ऐसे थोड़ा हो जाता है? हमारे को जब स्कूल में मेरे कैंप लगते थे सुब्रोटो कप के, वो साले 2 महीने के लगते थे यार. तुम यहाँ पे वर्ल्ड कप के लिए नहीं जाने दे रहे हो उनको. देन यू नॉट लेटिंग देम एशियन गेम्स के लिए. तुम यू नॉट इवन हैव 1 day or 5 day camps. What's the point?
So I can relate to your answer. Like रात को लेट तक जग के भी प्रीमियर लीग देखता हूँ मैं भी.
Yeah,
So, but
सारे हम सारे bro.
I'm pretty sure the upcoming generation will watch football, and the federation will have to listen to the people's demands. So before we open the floor to the audience, let's make things a little lighter. We'll have a small, fun, rapid fire session. जहाँ पे sir, we would like the first answer that comes to your mind, whether
Yep.
a one worder or a one liner.
सर
पता
एक
ना
फुट
you I hope you know मेरे फिल्टर वोल्टर कोई नहीं है.
हाँ सर.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
एक फुटबॉलर पास्ट और प्रेजेंट you would love to have trained at Minerva.
Oh, past also.
Yeah.
Johan Cruyff.
Sir, एक ऐसा player जिसको मतलब the best player you have ever watched live.
Live मतलब on TV screen or live?
जैसा आपको.
Oh, live and or even on TV screen, Theory Henry.
सर हम सब ने बचपन से एक क्लब को बहुत फॉलो किया है एंड वी लाइक वॉच इट द होल नाइट वेटिंग फॉर दैट मैच टू स्टार्ट. द वन फुटबॉल क्लब व्हिच यू फॉलोड फ्रॉम योर चाइल्डहुड.
Oh, no football club from childhood. I fell in love with a football club for the first time when I was 18 and a half, 19, when I was in England, London School of Finance and Management, and other kids had taken up jobs as McDonald's or anywhere. So सारे हम part time job लेते थे. मैंने job लिया था as a security guard in Highbury, Arsenal. And I was there for 99, 2000, 2001, 2002 season. That's where I fell in love truly, even though I just played for India. But that was the training bonus. That's Arsenal was the club. But I'm the only one who stopped following a club. Not because Arsenal didn't win. I didn't even like celebrate as a proper fan when we won the title finally. अभी भी वी बोल रहा हूँ तुम्हें पुराना प्यार है. But other than that, why? Because Minerva won the I League, which was the top league of the country, and we beat Mohan Bagan East Bengal in Calcutta in front of 80,000 people. In 1 week, we beat both of them. And the reason I beat both of them in 1 week was because I told them to fix up both the Calcutta matches in one leg because मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है दोबारा जाने के. That is why I'd gone and beaten them. We became I League champions. We went to the AFC Champions League, the AFC Cup. And our ranking in the world footy ranking was 1002 in all the clubs in the world. And Arsenal was 23 at that time on the same list. So if my club is on the same list, I will support my club and not Arsenal. The same way, when you have a Messi who's an Indian Messi, Indians will support the Indian Messi and not the foreign Messi.
Sir,
I
even I am
myself
a
am a Arsenal fan, and like looking at the team today, they're winning 2-0 against Man City.
Arteta's, by the way, oh yeah, I know community. Okay, Arteta's both the children, he has twins. They were at the Gothia Cup this year, and they were playing in a category, मतलब कि हमारे से एक साल बड़ी वाली. So Arteta's kids I met there, man, and they look, and even at Arteta, man, both of them just look like Arteta. So,
सर आप किसी भी टीम से अगर एक प्लेयर को चोरी कर सकते थे तो वो कौन होता? And
anywhere in the world, oh, probably Pep Guardiola. Because then I would keep him for long now. Pele player as a player and then as a manager. Because I could learn so much from him. That brain I want to pick apart and take it all in.
sir, the one football player जो वर्ल्ड कप जीतना डिजर्व करता था but did not win.
Uh, uh, deserve karta tha matlab because of the what the final happened or because of who he was.
No, who he was as a player.
Oh, Ronaldo. He should have won a World Cup. That's the only thing he didn't have. And the reason he didn't win is not because of him. The reason he didn't win is because his team was not good enough. By the way, the reason Messi won was this time अगर होता ना कि एक बंदा जिता देता तो इस बार मेसी जिता देता. Because that's what he did. He bloody had the maximum assists, the maximum goals, and he still could not win it because his team was not good enough. They dominated Argentina. So तुक्के थोड़े इतने ही लगते हैं. But unfortunately for Ronaldo, this year, I don't believe what he should have done. He should have done what? He should have come on for the last 15 minutes. Then we could have actually seen the real Ronaldo. because other people would have been tired and he would have been able to do the step overs and do whatever he wants because he would have been able to be fit for 15 minutes. He was not the same man. He was trying to be that man. And that's where Messi changed him and he just started. So in Opta report आती है जो इनकी midfielders की, sorry, players की कि कितना भागे हैं World Cup में. Out of the 625 midfielders, 625 outfield players, Messi was last in the number of kilometers he died. But he was number one in assists and number two in goals. So इसीलिए मैं कहता हूँ मेसी तो अगला वर्ल्ड कप भी खेल जाएगा because all if he has to just walk then obviously he can play the next World Cup. Now so Ronaldo, if he would have been in some other team, he could have probably taken a couple of teams who have just lost in the semi-finals and finals to actually win it, because that's the difference one person can make. But um, even when Messi was at his prime, it was not because of him they won the World Cup. The last time it was for him, the big difference, it was for him his team did it. And that is something only Messi could inspire. And I already that's why I blame the Portuguese players for not being as dedicated to Messi as, because see, Messi se pehle to sala Maradona bhi tha wahan pe. But tabhi what Messi inspires in the team, somehow I don't know why Ronaldo could not inspire in the other. They were like kind of jealous of him. I don't know. I mean, see, the support which Messi got from Argentina, this guy's never got from Portugal. So that's pretty sad.
Yes, sir. He definitely deserved a better team. So, finally, a lifelong question: Messi or Ronaldo?
I get asked this all the time, and my answer is always the same: none. It's going to be there very soon, guys. Don't worry. And it's going to be an Indian name there.
I truly hope so. So that
Hope आप
marks
नहीं
the
करते
end.
हम. Hope आप नहीं करते. It's going to happen. Watch it happen.
Yes, sir. So that's the end of the rapid fire segment. I'm sure our audience has some of the questions. With your permission, we would now like to open the floor to the audience.
Yep. Go ahead.
Audience, please raise your hands and we'll call on you to unmute and ask your question. Uh, Atulit, you can unmute and ask.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, bro.
Huge respect for your work at Minerva Academy. I personally contributed to the Mila fundraiser for the kids' makeup.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the victory was also yours and everybody else's. Remember,
Yes.
why people supported me or Minerva was not because of me or Minerva, it's because of India. So
Yes.
thank you, bro. You got a role to play.
Thank you, sir. And I love seeing our grassroots talent compete on the world stage. So like आपको पता है सर अभी आईएसएल का करंट हालत क्या है? लास्ट सीजन लिटरली 13 मैचेस का सीजन हुआ जहां पर यूरोपियन में 38 मैचेस का चलता है. So like how do we bridge this gap between where the ISL is today and a true footballing ecosystem, one that guarantees an 8 to 9 month domestic calendar, genuine promotion relegation process, and a commercially viable framework that protects club owners from unsustainable losses? And one more question, sir. Like, if as a football fan, if you had to manage one ISL club from the dugout tomorrow, which one would you pick and why?
I'll ask the second one first.
Yeah.
It'll be obviously Punjab FC because it's my ex club, and it was my dream to make sure it reaches the top. But I had reached the top, but then they changed the fucking goalposts and they made another league on top of me, new league. So that's not my fault. I even won with them. So now, and them being the first team to ever qualify for the ISL on merit, and that's the rule I got changed in the Supreme Court, that otherwise they, like you said, has to be promotion and relegation and merit. It was not there. And that happened. And then somehow it was that team which did it, even though it was not my team then and it was my, but still. And I would love to manage that team, obviously, Punjab FC. And Joe, there are second questions. That's very, very easy, bro. Right now we've got 13 teams and 12 teams. Merge the two leagues. Because why were we demoted? We were demoted then, na? Then you got somebody else to come and give money and you made them the top. Now that company's gone away, we were still there on top. Why did you demote us? All the entire league was demoted. So you got to merge the two leagues because then you have 25 teams and our problem is sorted. That's exactly what we want. You've got the clubs there. And now, do you know what they're doing? वो पैसे नहीं है, पैसे हैं. क्योंकि वो साले आईएसएल क्लब से 1.2 करोड़ ले रहे हैं और यहाँ पे 1.3 प्लस 55 की जो सब्सिडी होती है वो भी नहीं, मतलब 1.90 आई लीग क्लब से, मतलब सेकंड डिवीजन इज गोना पे एंड फर्स्ट डिवीजन इज गोना पे 1.20. सो इफ दैट इज द क्राइटेरिया के पैसे किसके पास है, तो दिस लाइक दे आर बीइंग चूसोड मोर. सो लेट्स गेट देम टुगेदर, सिंपल.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks
Uh,
so much, Athulith, and keep supporting, Brian.
Sure, sir.
Devansh, you can now unmute and ask.
Hi, good evening, sir. So actually, I feel that currently, जो under 15 World Cup आने वाला है, and the current situation is that Mr. Fernandez and you have also backed out. So, sir, like, what's
No. Mr. Fernandez is not backed out. He's going. Bibiano is going.
okay, sir. So, like, sir, because I like आपके पास इतना अच्छा chance था. Like, I feel कि you don't have to
एक
prove
minute. Suno. So I'll tell him. Suno. So people are under the misconception. So I applied for a manager, ala Alex Ferguson, ala Arsene Wenger manager. Not 1983 वाला manager जो हमारी वर्ल्ड कप क्रिकेट टीम का गया था. तो मेरा काम था उनको हर रोज रिपोर्ट्स देना कि डिसिप्लिन में कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है, टिकटें बुक कराना, उनके होटल बुक कराना. डिड आई हैव एनी से ऑफ द स्काउटिंग? नो. डिड आई हैव एनी से ओवर द गेम प्लान? नो. टीम सिलेक्शन? नो. तो मेरे को वहां पे क्या फ्री की ट्रिप लेने भेज रहे हो? और भेज भी कहाँ रहे हो? फ्री की ट्रिप देनी अच्छी जगह भेज दो, अजरबैजान जाऊंगा मैं वहां फ्री ट्रिप लेने. सो अंडरस्टैंड, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, दे कैन नॉट बी टू जनरल्स. You have to understand the boys there in that team. Some of them will obviously look up to me. Even if one of them does, na, that's the horrible thing for India. Why? Because you can't have someone saying, okay, low block and counter attack, and then he says, oh, Ranjit sir likes high pressing, and he goes and starts high pressing, and you screw that whole team up, man. So you cannot have two leaders. And somebody like me who, see, you cannot tell Pep Guardiola tomorrow to go and start playing defensive football as his life. The same way Marcelo Bielsa will also never do it. And you cannot tell Jose Mourinho to start playing high press football. He will never do it. You cannot tell Diego Simeone to start playing because see, Amorim अभी मैन्यू का कोच था, वो इतना हार गया, इतना घिसपट गया, तब भी साले ने अपने 3 डिफेंडर पीछे से निकाले नहीं. उसको इतनी गालियां पड़ी कि भाई साहब चेंज कर ले प्लीज, एक मैच करके ना मैं हारूं, मैं करूंगा ही नहीं, मैं नहीं करता. A coach lives and dies by it. Why? Because if he doesn't believe in a system, then how will the kids believe in it or these players believe in it? So I have to live and die by it. And that is why I inspire so much of confidence. See, for example, look at difference. In a corner, Bibiano keeps all 11 in the box.
Mhm.
In a corner, I keep 4 up. 4. What do I do with 4 up? Because I go with stats. I'm a numbers guy. 33 corners, 1 goal. The 32 chances for me to score their side. Why? Because their best defenders, the only time they're in my box is in the time of a corner. Their worst defenders, the only time they're there is they're trying to protect the half line. If I put 4 up, they'll have to put 5 next to them. +1 hota hai. 6th is the goalkeeper. 7th is the guy taking the corner. And because 4 खड़े हैं ना वहां पे काउंटर के लिए, इनको 2 बंदे डालने पड़ेंगे सेकंड बॉल के लिए राइट आउटसाइड द बॉक्स इन जोन 14. They'll have to put 2 there. कितने हो गए? 9. कितने रह गए बॉक्स में डालने के लिए? 2. और मेरे कितने रह गए? 3. So do you want to protect 2 versus 3 in the box or 9 versus 11 in the box? And here, what will the defenders who are in the box जो हैं भी हेडर में अच्छे, वो क्या सोच रहे हैं? Oh shit, वहां 4 खड़े हैं. Oh shit, वहां 4 खड़े हैं. Their first thing is to go back. And they cannot ever take a short set piece against me. Why? Because they have only 2. That means I've ruined every set piece practice they have done. They cannot use any set piece against me. I've just ruined it. So when you have this, if my boys don't believe in it even for 1 second, na, this will not work. It will never work. So it has to be 100%, भाई. It is a total अलग. अगर मैंने करना है ना, मैंने इनको लेटर लिखा था कि मैं जीतूंगा क्यों? If you give me complete freedom. And why are you calling me? You have मेरे को, I'm your biggest hater. तुम्हारे को मैं गालियां निकालता हूं और तुम मुझे बुला रहे हो because of public pressure. And also because I win. Jose Mourinho was brought back to Real Madrid only for one thing, because he knows how to win. Carlo Ancelotti being a foreigner, even though they know that no foreigners ever won the World Cup, he was put with Brazil because he knows how to win. So if you tell me you be there, but don't do the things you do to win, what's the point of bringing me there? To make me lose? Sorry, I don't want to do that. I don't lose. I do not lose. And then when you make my country lose in front of me, and I could have done something about it, तो फिर वहां पे तो physical violence मेरे बंदों के साथ अपने वालों को ही कुटूंगा मैं जितने कोच है. तो I don't want to do that ever. And I'm still saying, you give me the chance, इस साल नहीं करेंगे तो मैं अगले साल जाके ठोक दूंगा, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. So don't worry, I'm making plans on how to make sure that this decision of putting me or not putting me gets out of their hand. Just wait for it for a couple of months.
Rohan, you can unmute now. Arnav, you can go forward and unmute now.
I think Rohan is not able to unmute.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, and Ranjit sir, big fan.
Thank you so much, Rohit.
Absolutely no words. You were someone
You're mute again. You're mute again, Rohan.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. So Ranjit sir, one thing that made me really happy, that is your one word. Like yes, हम जीत सकते हैं World Cup. Like
जीतेंगे.
this is like
जीतेंगे.
this is the belief.
Yeah, because
And
if you don't think it, then you can never do it, na. You can't say हम शायद जीत जाएं यार, maybe one day हम होएंगे एक दिन कामयाब. नहीं हो साले, हम होएंगे कामयाब, इस साल होएंगे, हम करके दिखाएंगे.
obviously sir. And मेरा सर एक सवाल है, लाइक इंडियन फुटबॉल में, लाइक अभी जो इंडियन फुटबॉल में हम लोग जो देख रहे हैं, लाइक दे आर फोकसिंग, आईएफए इज ओनली फोकसिंग ऑन द शॉर्ट टर्म गोल. लाइक बस कुछ बिगड़ गया, चलो कैसे भी करके उसको घिसा पिटा करके ठीक कर दो, एंड वापस से फिर से जब कोई बड़ा स्टेज आएगा तब हम लोग फिर से सोचेंगे. कोई सिस्टमेटिक प्रोसेस नहीं है जैसे कि हम लोग बाहर देखते हैं. एज अ
जैसे मेरे
पोर्टुगल
वर्ल्ड क्लास प्रोसेसेस हैं, वही तो होना चाहिए. SOPs, bro. Everything is about SOPs. If you have standard operating procedures for each and everything, and they are world class, your results will be consistent. Simple as that. ये कौन है? Okay, bits पिलानी शुरू हो गए तुम लोग. Well done. ये साले हॉस्टल नहीं है तुम्हारा, रात को ऐसी आवाजें आती है तुम्हारे हॉस्टल में. पता है सारे वहां पे क्या क्या
Sorry
वीडियोस
for
देख
that, sir.
तुम्हारी. No problem, bro. I know them. हाँ, बोल.
I have a question for you.
Yes, tell me.
Sir,
तो
what do
सर
you think is the biggest thing holding football back from becoming a top football club?
बिगेस्ट थिंग होल्डिंग फुटबॉल बैक भाई एक ही चीज है, जो हमारा
Kalyan.
लीडरशिप है. हाँ, जो हमारी लीडरशिप है. नॉट ओनली कल्याण, ऑल ऑफ देम. सी, ऊपर चोर क्यों है कि सारे नीचे भी चोर है ना. तो सारे जो नीचे वाले चोर हैं स्टेट्स वाले, एंड ऊपर वाला चोर.
सर अगर आप मैच लगा लो अंडर 17 वर्ल्ड कप की तरफ,
ऊंचा बोल.
सर जैसे अंडर 17 वर्ल्ड कप में हुआ था, मैच हुआ था मिनरवा और इंडिया के खिलाफ, ऐसे इस बार ही नहीं कर सकते?
भाई मैं तो करने के लिए तैयार हूँ, वो करने के लिए तैयार है कि नहीं. आई वुड लव इट. इनफैक्ट अभी ना काफी लोग पोस्टर लगाई जाते हैं, और मैं हर एक पोस्टर पे कमेंट करता हूँ, यस प्लीज, यस प्लीज, प्लीज प्लीज. आई एम डाइंग फॉर दिस मैच एंड यू मेक अ कैंपेन, आई वुड लव टू डू इट. और उनको बोलो साले मैं फिर पैसे खुद के पैसे खर्च करके आऊंगा, और मैं फिर लेके जाऊंगा. देन वी विल सी. आई वुड लव इट. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, उस मैच के बताऊं कितने व्यूज होंगे. उनको तुम बेच सकते हो लाइव व्यूज. उनको बोलो तुम कमा लो थोड़े पैसे. तुम्हारे जितने ब्राजील में मैच देखेंगे ना, उससे ज्यादा ये वाला मैच देखेंगे. कर लेना.
Sir, hello.
हाय भाई.
Hello, sir. I'm from Kerala, actually. I follow you a lot
Thank you,
recently.
my brother. So you are from like actually the one of the only, like, I told you 4.3% population.
Yes, yes.
So are you from Mallapuram?
No, Malappuram is actually a part of, in the southeast part of Kerala.
Okay.
I am from Kotte.
The north part.
Yeah, no, not currently in the middle.
Okay.
Between.
Currently, it is in the middle. Currently, you keep moving up and down. Okay, now he's there. Okay, yeah.
The middle. So, sir, what I want to ask is actually, why the hell is the federation not supporting us, even as they are taking everything for literal?
Hmm.
I don't understand why they would do that. Like whenever I speak about football to an individual here, let it be in Kerala, let it be in Mumbai, they don't even hope for a country to play in the World Cup or even in a proper league. I don't understand why the federation wouldn't support us even a little bit. I don't get it.
See, Madhav, the thing is that somehow they have the wrong idea that if I do well, they don't do well. See, end of the day, they don't understand that in Minerva is not going to play the World Cup. India will be playing the World Cup. Okay, Ranjit Bajaj is not playing the World Cup.
Yeah.
India will be playing the World Cup. And I'm on their side. When I say their side, I'm on India's side. They are not on India's side because they are doing everything what a Pakistani would do if he's sitting as the president of AIFF. Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Tell me yourself. If I have to screw up India, I will make sure they don't get practice time. If the World Cup is happening, the whole world is practicing for 1 year. They've still not fucking started the camp. अभी तक नहीं किया यार. इतनी गालियां पड़ चुकी है मतलब कि थोड़ी सी शर्म होती है बंदे में. इनको तो शर्म भी नहीं, इतनी सी भी शर्म नहीं है. They've not done anything. Then they selected players randomly, which they do, which they've given choices to people to just go and select. And what I wanted to do was go to each and every 790 districts of India. That's why I said 85 days, 30 days was just going to. That's why the cost was there. That means I was going to go to every single district because the boys who are left out are not in the top 8 teams of India. Everybody who's playing ना हमारे locality में भी हमारी सबसे घटिया की घटिया टीम होती थी ना उसमें भी एक player अच्छा होता था साला. And just because we used to lose 10-0, that player used to be with us because हमारे यहाँ पे पैदा हो गया हमारी locality में. ठीक है? And because of that, that guy never used to make it. And maybe his parents didn't let him go in the I League, junior I Leagues. But he's really good. But if suppose he's selected for India, you think his parents will allow him to play for India? Obviously. Not for an I League club, but yes, okay, India ke liye khel raha hai, yes, okay, fine. So we have to make sure we use the 1.5 billion people. And they're not doing it. Now they think that whatever I do is somehow against them. I'm not against them. I'm against the system. And they're part of the system. So if it's that's why because it was Praful Patel earlier, he was on different government, a different thing is joined now again back here, but he was a different government then, and now it's the BJP. The first time this Kalyan Chaubey came for the first 6 months, I really supported him, man. Go and see my videos. I went all out till I came to know that he was a chore. Also, I stopped supporting him, and then I went out against him. And then he was even trying to please me by coming to my academy and doing all that. And the moment I came to know that he's doing that for me to keep quiet, I went even double against him. Because see, if there's no point of me doing all this if we don't fix the system. What if I die tomorrow? Then what will happen? This has to be a consistent system laid down कि साले सबसे corrupt से corrupt बंदा भी आ जाए ना. He can't also screw up football because the SOPs have to be so strong. So what have I done? In the last 10 years, all the cases which I find, because of that, we've been able to write the new constitution of the country, of the football part of the country, which is going to be applied from January onwards. That means the entire states will have to also follow it. We've worked a way around the autonomy part that they have to, if they want money from them, and if they want them to go for nationals and they want to play for India, they'll have to follow the rules of the federation. The rules of the federation will be according to the National Sports Code. That makes sure if you are not playing, if you're not a society, you can't vote. If you know life members can vote. If you're above 70, you can't vote. If you've been there for more than 8 years, you can't vote. All the fucking government and politicians are out of the federations. It's been written in the constitution. Then the audits have to be done. Not just the association. Each and every voting member should have an audit of their thing, and they should be showing proof that they're actually alive, not just on paper, they're doing something in football. The kind of checks and balances we put there is mind blowing. So let it be done. So that's why I'm very confident that system will be put right. And these consistent results will only come from processes. And that's why I'm saying it's only going to come 10 years from the day we start. That means if you want to be a world superpower and be in the top 5, if we get our systems right, we'll be there. There's no big deal. Why? Because our population is so great. So if you can find a Vaibhav Suryavanshi at fucking Bihar at the age of 14, na, because he reached Bihar, man. They reached Bihar and they reached one small district of Bihar. That's how good our grassroots is in cricket. We can have two T20 teams, two test teams, and two one-day teams. We can all be world champions. That's how good we are. In every sport, we'll have Neeraj Chopra ka baap if we actually look for javelin all over. You understand? We never found anybody because there was the only before Neeraj Chopra there was no one. Because one Neeraj Chopra did it. Now there are 10 Indians who throw above 80 meters because one did it. So what is my job? So forget them, forget everybody, forget the federation. My job is to produce the first Mohammad Salah from India. The guy who plays in the Champions League and shows us all Indians that we are there. Once we show Indians you belong there, you'll see how many we'll get. We'll have people coming in every single year. We just need one. So my job is not to get us to the World Cup or to do that. My job is to make sure we have 10 Indians playing in the Champions League. Once we have 10 Indians playing in the Champions League, World Cup kya, everything will come automatically. Simple.
Sir, actually, the thing is that the sad thing is that the media in Kerala, they are not even mentioning your name. Because there is no TRP now.
Bro, tell me one thing, Madhav. Do you really care? This generation cares about the media?
No, no. I am what I am trying to say is that more people, adults, when it comes to the adults, they already get information from the media. Actually, what I am planning to do is, I don't know if it will be successful or not. I am an upcoming filmmaker, so I would love to make a movie about this. Currently, the pre-production and all is going right now. I would like to give every single penny from that movie to you for us
Thank you,
to
my
play
brother. But
the
listen,
world.
I'll tell you, Madhav. Thank you so much, but I don't want you to give every single penny from your first movie. I really hope you fucking become the best producer, biggest producer and director in India. And then you bloody support me properly. Kya matlab from now you want to give it to me when you're a billionaire. I don't want it
Yeah.
now. So go become a billionaire and then I'm still waiting for you. Don't worry.
Take care, sir. Okay. Thank you.
We are running a little short on time. We will entertain the last question from Arnav. Arnav, you can unmute and ask your question.
Me?
Yeah, Arnav.
Okay. Hello, sir. My name is Arnav, and I'm 15 right now. So I'm at an age where my parents have a lot of influence over what I can pursue.
Yep.
So I just wanted to ask you, how do I convince my parents to allow me to play football? So,
Okay,
like,
I'll give you an
allow-
example. Perfect. I don't need to hear more. I'll tell you. Like I was saying, parents always want the kids to be there. So why don't they stop kids now going for cricket? Because you don't need to be in the Indian team to be successful and have a career. Even if you are, forget about IPL, even if you're in a state league team, you are good enough to have a career. Now, who was the highest earner in packages? Because you guys will know it. In all the IITs this year, IIT Madras, there's a guy who had 4.3 crores ka package. That was the highest package, starting package for any IIT guy this year. And Anwar Ali earns 4.8 crores a year and he's 22. He's the highest paid Indian football player. He's my boy. Jackson Singh earns 3.5. My boy. Anirudh Thapa earns 3.3. My boy. Manveer Singh earns 3.5. My boy. So is it a career? Oh, damn, yes, it's a career. Yeah. Go, so you have to be in the top 20. Obviously, then IIT Madras also has a lot of money. Okay, the top will always get that, and then the cream rises to the top. So now it's a proper career. And now are things looking better? Now people can keep on saying what they want. Why am I so confident? Because by 2030, India will have the largest middle class, like the US is right now currently. That's why the US has 10 plus billion or trillion dollar sports. You even have WWE in it, but you have golf and you have MLS, MLB, baseball, football, I mean soccer, they call it soccer, and all these NASCAR and F1. And India, you have only cricket because that's the last generation. You go and ask the kids who are between 5 and 10 right now, what's your favorite sport? 90% will say football. You ask kids between 10 and 15, it'll go to 60-40. 60 still football, 60-40. And you go to 50 to 15 to 20, it'll be probably 60-40 towards the other side, cricket side. And then when you go even higher, then it becomes a little bit more skewed. The next generation will rather wear a Mbappe shirt in a nightclub, but they'll never wear a Dhoni shirt in a nightclub. That's where I come to know.
And with that, I think we have come to the end of our audience segment. Sir, thank you so much for taking the time to answer all of these questions and sharing your experience with us. Before we let you go, we would like to take a group picture to capture this moment. We will request everyone present in the meeting to switch on their cameras.
One minute. It'll be done in two. It'll be done in 10 seconds.
अर्नब अभी भी हाथ खड़ा कर रहा है और एक देवांश भी हाथ खड़ा कर रहा है उसने पेपर भी रखा हुआ है, सर मेरे पढ़ो सर पढ़ ले बेचारे गए come on अर्नब go on and go on Devansh as well the last two questions come on
Yeah, go ahead,
चल
Devansh,
अर्नब
ask
जल्दी
your
बोल
question.
Okay, sir. So I feel that you are the second Syed Abdul Rahim, sir, after fucking 60 years or so. So are you also trying for the India's senior team? My last question.
bro I can't help them six of them are my boys but I still can't help them see with seniors you can not improve them technically you can improve them tactically and that can only take you that much far okay that's why Pep Guardiola spends so much okay whereas I mean to say if you bring Pep here and say okay go win the world you think he'll tell you what the hell are you talking about so I will want to go where I know they know the system we do not allow crosses in they only play crosses so everything is with them is wrong why because the day I get a Haaland I will tell them to keep crossing we have a Chetri and they keep crossing so they have to understand that so I don't want to do that I want to be with the junior team and when they become the senior yes I don't mind yeah okay we've got yeah Arnav you can बोल दे साले देखो मिल रहा है क्वेश्चन लिखने की लोड नहीं है ये हाँ बोलो
सर और क्वेश्चन है मेरे पास आपकी ईमेल आईडी पर
एक एक पूछ ले बहुत मुश्किल से ऑन करा है हाँ
आपकी ईमेल आईडी पर मिल सकते हैं क्या बिकॉज़ लाइक आई हैव ईमेल नहीं तो जीमेल वगैरह पे
आया तूने मेरे से वैसे हाँ हाँ प्लीज so guys you can please share my
I'll take care of that, sir.
No you can share email me you just share my number and iMessage or SMS me don't give it to anyone else
जेन्युइनली शेयर कर सर मीडियम में चलती शेयर कैसे ट्रिबल में है
your number
don't worry वो तेरे को दे दे मैं पूछ लेना don't worry ठीक है
अभी दो
done
अभी
सर एक क्वेश्चन था गुड इवनिंग सर लास्ट क्वेश्चन इफ यू मे परमिट
go on
आपने बीच में यू जस्ट सेड दैट you are aiming for a Mohammad Salah to show to the world and to Indian that we can produce one. But Europe में खेलने के लिए I think the rankings and everything will matter.
No, doesn't. So that's the policy. Go and Google it right now. That pehle just Baiching Bhutia and Sunil Chhetri went. You're very right. We had to be under 17 international ranking for them to be able to sign us. The new rules, which I forget about Europe, even in England, which is not part of Europe. I mean, Brexit हो गया था उनका. उनका भी rule change हो गया. That means they can go and sign a player from any country they want. It's just changed this year, last year. So that thing goes out of the ring. And now what I am planning to do is something totally different, right? You mean to say, if I have a player who scores 100 goals in the Indian Super League, you think Liverpool will select him? No, man. But if I have a player at 12 who scores against Barcelona and 13 he scores against Man U, 14 he scores against Liverpool, 15 he scores against them, at 16 you think he'll select him? Yes. And that is the player. So if these players leave from here by 15, 16, maximum 16, 17 max, then we have a chance. यहाँ तक 18 पे मिनर्वंस रह गए मेरे तो उनको पहला कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिलता है 1 करोड़ रुपए का कोई नहीं जाता उसके बाद यहाँ पे पैसे ज्यादा क्यों मिलते हैं एक आलू है तो 5 करोड़ का आलू है अगर 5 करोड़ आलू है तो फिर 1 रुपए का आलू है यहाँ पे आलू सिर्फ एक है इसीलिए इट्स नॉट दैट अनवर इज you know what 4.8 crores means which he's earning is equal to Lewis Kelly of Arsenal. He earns 4.6. You think Anwar or that people as good? No, they're not. But are they as good in India? Yes, by far. And that shows what? That we have no grassroots selection. There should be 100 Minervas like me like Minerva's. There should be 100 residential academies. Then we'll have at least 10 going out, and our standard will be higher. Okay?
That should be it, guys. Thank you so much, sir, for taking us through your journey, and more importantly, for giving us a glimpse into the way you think about the future of Indian football. Your journey with Minerva shows that building football in India isn't about producing players or winning trophies. It is about creating an environment where young Indians can believe that they belong on the biggest stages in world football. We are deeply grateful for your time and thank you for joining us today. Thank you to everyone who joined us and engaged in the conversation.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Love you all. And keep all of you, please, one thing. Guys, keep supporting. Remember that my dreams and my things are not my dreams, they are dreams. Remember that. And I don't get there. We get there. So I need all the support I can get because I'm fighting the good fight for you guys. And I keep promising that I'm going to make sure we get there. But I still keep fighting these fuckers because somebody needs to. Thank you, guys. Love you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.